Good morning, film history. All right, so today's agenda. First things first, I looked through all of your funny uploads, and I had a couple that I thought were pretty good. And this was from last week, and so I have to give my daughter props. I thought this one was pretty good. I'd never seen this one before, and it's relevant to film history, so I really appreciate that. Then you have this one, and at least I know that Dylan's watching the daily videos, so it's kind of like it's nice to see. Um, I don't have really anything else to say about this. I don't know if my feelings should be hurt or what, so we're just going to move on. I did want to point out this one because I don't know what it means, and I feel like there's a message in here that needs, like the fact that the pizza is like almost all the way eaten, but not really. I feel like there's something here that you're supposed to like interpret. I don't get it. All right. Today, some people are still a little confused by how teams work, and so I want to explain how teams work. All right. You log into your Teams. You see this good-looking guy, right? You go, oh my gosh, what he says must be absolutely amazing, and you'd be right to think that. So you're going to first start your day by watching the daily video. I take time, like today, right now, and I make you a video, and I try to keep it short as much as I can. And I run you through exactly what we're doing and important stuff, okay? So don't go, yeah, and then start skipping through the video, because, like, things are important. Watch the video. Get a sense of what we're doing today, okay? Then, once you're done, you go up here and you click on Class Notebooks. Oh, before that, every day, I'd like you to reply to this video and say, hey, what's up, man? Or whatever the clever, most funniest way of saying hello. Reply. Do not create a new conversation to reply to the video. Just hit reply. Okay, so once you're done with the video, you got all my amazing golden wisdom, click on Class Notebook. Once you go to Class Notebook, you have to do that thing, which I know that sometimes you guys don't like to do, and that's to read. Notice I did not write a ton of stuff here. I kept it incredibly simple. But it tells you step by step exactly what you need to do every day. And so I have people who still say, hey, I'm confused. I don't get what I'm supposed to do. And that's because, one, they're not watching the daily video in front of their face, and they click on Class Notebook and they don't read this. And then that to a teacher can be kind of frustrating. So I promise you that I will keep the writing on the webpage, on our Teams and Notebook, as simple as possible if you promise to actually read what I write. Okay? Then think about if you go to posts and then you go, hey, I don't get what I'm supposed to do today. I may or may not reply to that because all you're doing is telling me I don't want to take the time to read, I don't know, the 40 words that are on here for you to read. And someone, please do not come on here and count how many words there are, because I know it's more than 40, okay? So once I log in, I watch the video, I go to Class Notebook, I go to Content Library, Learning Targets and Forms, and I read through the learning target for the day, which is just the general summary of what we're doing. I then go to the lesson content, which gives me the nitty-gritty stuff about that lesson. So if you guys are editing a video for your documentary, I'm going to say, hey, we're editing our documentary. And then in the lesson content, I may give you specific instructions of what I want to see in that edit. I may say, here, do a jump cut. This is what a jump cut is. Here's a video example of a jump cut. Or here is the instructions for how to add title cards, right? All of that will be in the lesson content. Once you're done with that lesson, you've completed the assignment, I've done everything in the lesson content, you then go back to Content Library, go to the forms, and then you scroll down. Very important. I should have bolded this. Look, bolded. Scroll down to see what the day's question is. I have a lot of people who keep responding, hey, everything's fine. What is that? It means nothing to me. Or they'll say, I understood what our objective today was. Well, so here, let's do it together. I go to Content Library. I go to Learning Targets and Forms. And I read through, which I haven't updated yet today. I read through what we're doing today. We are getting set up to begin our documentary. Okay, cool, great. Once I'm done reading what we're doing today, I go to lesson content. Here are the assignments, and then here's all of the specific instructions. And for that day, it was how to update or how to download Adobe Premiere, right? All of these specific nitty-gritty stuff. Sometimes there'll be videos on here, sometimes it'll be images, sometimes instructions. Once you're done with all of that stuff, you go to Learning Targets and Forms, back to Review and Reflect form, and then you don't answer here, I updated Adobe. You have to scroll down beneath the form, and then there's questions down here. There are sometimes going to be multiple questions. So I think this one had like 3 questions. You do not need to write the answer and submit for every question. Just write all 3 answers down and then hit submit, okay? And that's it. That's what you do every day that you're in class, all right? That's Teams. If you have any other questions about that, which I hope you don't have any more questions, because I don't know what I would tell you that I didn't just say. Just reach out to me directly. Okay, grades are in. If you noticed, I this weekend put in grades for all of the assignments that we've had thus far. For the time being, I'm not going to have any late grades. So let me know once you've updated the things in Portal that you didn't get a good grade on, and I will update it. Okay. It is important that you don't freak out on me and go, Panetta, you're a terrible person. You gave me a 0 for this. And I'm going to say, well, did you do it? And then you're going to go, well, no. And then I'm going to go, you're what? You're crazy. You didn't do it. You get a 0. That's how life works, right? So make sure that you do the work. It's so important to do the work and to put it in during this class day. This is our class time. So read the feedback in Portal. If you, let's say on that forms, there was 3 questions down there and you only did 1 of them, you're not going to get full credit. And I probably in Portal will write, hey, make sure to answer all the questions in the for the day under the Review and Reflect form. Or I'll say, hey, you didn't complete a Review and Reflect form that day, so you got a 0. Okay? I beg of you, me being a cool guy not charging late grades for right now, don't make me grade twice, right? So if you say, oh, if there's no late grades, then that means I can just turn it in whenever I want, so I'll just turn it in next week. I'll just go back and do all the Learning Reflect forms next week. Well, that means that I have to go in, check to see if you did Learning Reflect form, put in a 0. You then later go, oh, hey, I updated them. Then I have to go back through, look at them yet again, and then re-update your grade. That means you're making me grade twice for you. And if everybody were to do that, I would pull out my hair. So if there's a lot of people who are just not turning things in on time and just kind of mass turning things in, then I'm going to do late grades a lot, big late grades, because it's not fair, guys. It's not fair. That's it. That's my tantrum. Are we good? Cool. All right. If you have questions about your grades, please do not ask me on this conversation board. Don't go, why did I get a D for this assignment? Because it's like a personal thing, and then you and I can talk about that. And you can just email me or text me. I already put my Google Voice number on here, so you can text if you have a specific personal question, okay? If you were unable to get Premiere, and it looks like almost everybody did get Premiere, please check on the software, on the laptop that you have, what editing software that's preloaded. Most computers will have something, a Windows Movie Maker or something. If you can't find anything on that laptop or that computer that you're using, try Adobe Spark. It is a cloud-based editing software. It's very simplistic. You can't do a lot of really cool things, but it should be able to get you through for this project, okay? All right. I need the 3 remaining presentations that were not given this Friday. So if you did not get up in front of the class and give a presentation about something, you need to turn that in this Friday, which means you need to talk to your partner and then create that Sway presentation. Please put the Sway presentation in our collaboration space, on this class notebook right here in collaboration space. Boop. Create a page for yourself and then just put your link. Make sure that I have viewing permissions. Okay, today what we're doing, I need you to go to your notebook and I need you to look at the feedback I gave you for your script, okay? Today will be the last day for working on your scripts. You will be recording them on Wednesday. you're only going to do this one project in this class. And for some of you who are seniors, this may be the last project you ever do. So, make it good, as they always say, if you're going to make a comedy, make people laugh. If you're going to make a drama, make them cry. If you're going to make a horror, scare the heck out of them. Don't bore them, though. Your only job is to not bore people. So when I ask you guys to read your script aloud, which I'm going to do here in a minute for E, think to yourself, is this interesting? Will people find this entertaining? Or is this boring? If it's boring, don't write it. Write something else. It just means that you're not interested in the thing that you're writing about, almost always, right? If you are inspired by recent events, and I don't know, one of them maybe being a worldwide pandemic and maybe how that affects film in some way, because there's lots of ways. Some people believe that movie theaters will not be coming back, that it'll be the end of cinema, like theater cinema in a way. AMC theaters are already talking about maybe not reopening after this because they can't afford to stay open. I read an article about that yesterday. Or what it is you watch during a stay-at-home quarantine. So there's lots of things. If you're inspired by this and you're not really inspired by your script you've written before, this is your last chance to change directions, to alter the direction of your documentary. Please do that. Though your scripts are due on Wednesday, as you will be recording audio. I would like you, as soon as you're done writing it, to time yourself reading it aloud, just like you would. If it is longer than 5 minutes, you probably need to edit it down. It's too long. If it is less than a minute or two, it is way too short and it's too vague and you need more specifics, okay? That's it. Happy writing. Look for my feedback. If you're watching this video at 8:30 a.m., our class does not begin until 11 something, and so that just means that I haven't finished reading your script and giving you. So log in during our class period. Okay. Have a great day. Goodbye.